So he's down 2-1 in that. Student athlete Roberta's tied 2-2. We just saw Floor. Floor has taken it 3-0. And then now we're going to watch Caps versus Cirzzo. And I can't wait to commentate this match. Oh,
yeah,
I have no idea.
It is already ongoing. So players have started with the first map, which is Cirzzo's pick, which is a Revenant, made by Shan Man.
We all love Shan-Man in the community.
Yeah.
Hello, Ethan. Well, it looks like, but it looks like RFCaps is out to a fast lead, about 0.7, and Cirzzo is. I mean, he's acting well. RFCaps is known for his accuracy, and he is dropping. It's now a 0.4 lead. It's just depending on which part of this map can Cirzzo catch him on.
Yeah, definitely. So we can already see here. There was
Caps
quite
misses.
Quite the issue right there with 2 misses by. I'm just gonna call him Ryan. I'm not gonna call him Caps. So 2 misses by Ryan here. So suddenly the tables have turned entirely because Cirzzo was just able to combo through that difficult crossover stream part.
This is very interesting. Ryan has not been put in this position before, where he's already first map down. So I'm interested. This is a Cirzzo pick. I'm interested to see if Cirzzo holds obviously he holds combo here. I wouldn't use if Ryan. He's probably not going to use a replay this early on, but Ryan is known for his acting up. But Cirzzo is really holding the full combo at this point. This is looking very, very well for Cirzzo.
It definitely. Still have like around 1.5 minutes to go, but frankly 3 misses are quite a few. Like with 1 miss I could see Ryan still act up and get back in, but with 3 this is going to be really, really difficult. There's an entire percentage to basically go up, and if Cirzzo just continues comboing, I don't think I'm seeing the egg winning here. I think this is going to be a combo game.
And I agree with you. I can't, making up a 4%. Ryan has to not only act up, but he may have to hope for Cirzzo missing twice. I don't think even I think 1 note may make it close, but I think Cirzzo would have to miss twice, and it doesn't look like he's doing that. He's actually full comboing very well, but he did bring the percent down from 1% to 0.7 or 0.65 now. So now if he misses a note, that actually may cost him.
Yes. Definitely. The score difference is pretty... not pretty close, but it's closer. 0.5% is not a lot, but we are already at the outro, so I'm not expecting to see any misses here. I'm
interested if you're Ryan, what do you do here? Do you use the replay knowing that it's Cirzzo's pick and you know for a fact that you missed 3 times and you can take this map, or do you just say screw it, save that replay and just go to my map and take it?
I think I would save it. I actually didn't even look.
When I was looking,
I'm curious.
I couldn't see the arrows. I know I'm old, but I mean, goddamn. And here we go. We're going into the second map.
Honestly, this might be like 60% or something. Right, so the beginning doesn't really make that big of a difference because it's way slower than the difficult parts of the map. But we can already see that Ryan is like holding 98.5 here, so accuracy definitely working out right now. I think the most deciding factor of this map again are the one-handed jumps and the outer lane sliders or, stacks, depending on what is coming up. Yeah, so you want to be able to really swing those well.
I mean, there's a significantly different. I mean, it's a 1% difference already. This is Ryan's bread and butter. I mean, acting any lower mid speed, that's going to be very difficult considering this is what he specializes in. And did Cirzzo miss? He missed twice.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I didn't. I just looked at the misses and I saw the screen blink, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, Cirzzo gave up. At this point. I mean, probably thought that he wouldn't stand a chance anyways against Ryan on this map. which is like something I think a lot of players would think. And then missing twice is just kind of, you know, it kind of kills your mental game. But this is something about, like, you know, you never know what happens. Maybe Ryan misses 5 times. Yeah? He could have just continued.
No, correct. I mean, look, we know Ryan. I look at every reason to try to you know, have a cheap shot at Ryan and say how his game is skill issue, but I mean, his accuracy is very high, very good. This is one of those maps that I would never replay against him because he may actually act higher with a warm up now.
Yeah, it's like no joke. Ryan is definitely one of the best when it comes to hacking. That is just how it is. He's definitely one of the best players in the world in that regard.
It almost burns my ears to hear that he's one of the best. Oh my God, it hurts so much. Hurts so much to hear that, but it's not a lie. I mean, even though I hate Ryan with all the passion and love him, he is one of the best in accuracy, and it's showing. He's basically almost holding a 97.85 at this point, and I don't think even with Cirzzo, full comboing, he would have been close. He was already down 1% early in the match.
Yeah, so I mean, we can kind of calculate that, right? We have his. Let me quickly bring out the calculator. We have his average cuts, so let me just take the average, which is around like this. Looking at a 97%, around that, which is still good.
Which is actually fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, Ryan dropped a little bit here towards the end. I think Cirzzo also dropped, so my calculation is not quite right anymore, but that's still really. Because he loves putting in like double inwards or like doubles where you have to kind of make sure that you don't accidentally clip the other node with the wrong saber. I think Ryan called that bad cutty or shit missy patterns. Timbo has some of those. But in the end, they're still, like, especially lower discs, are still quite hackable, which kind of gives Ryan the advantage again. So.
And we're starting to see that advantage already. He's already up at the beginning of the song, 0.25 up against Cirzzo, and Cirzzo holding a high score too. I mean,
I was gonna say, like, these are two very good scores. It turns out Cirzzo's really good at doubles, because that is right now the most important part. You have these doubles on the side. And that's what you need to do, and these scores are both really good.
I mean, these are also, I would say more the top tier players in the tournament. Just, looking at their global ranks. So, Cirzzo is no joke. He's at 306 for a reason. He's right at that cusp of the BSL qualifying. And I was expecting him to give Ryan a very hard time in this match, and he's showing it now. Only a 0.2 difference for Ryan as of right now, but Cirzzo can make that up. But Ryan looks like he's increasing that lead. God, his stack act is so good.
Also something that is very, very hard to do, right? Because it requires you to have the trifecta of positioning, angling, and aim. Without, like, if one of these things are missing, you're not going to be consistently good on stacks.
No, I mean, this is, and I know Ryan always claims that his stack act is fantastic, but it really is. I mean, he's holding a 98.37 right now, and here's the thing, Cirzzo is right there. Cirzzo has a 98.13, and it's not, that's a very high score. Like, I don't think many people understand how high that really is. It's just, these are two top players really going at it now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend some time looking up what the top scores on this map is. Let's see. There we go. So the top scores on this are 98.47. Ryan's top scores are 98.37, and a 98% would currently put you in top 6.
And here's the cool thing. I'm looking at Cirzzo's hands. 30. He has a 13-1. So on his right hand, he has around a 98.6. And then it looks like on his left hand is killing him a little bit. That's where he's dropping a lot of his act. But I love having those average cuts up there because you can just do the math right there. And I wish every player would just have that when you're commentating.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
But
Kind of mad that Ryan doesn't have it, honestly.
Cirzzo to, obviously use his replay. His back is against the wall. I'm interested to see what he can actually do because the tiebreak is Darkness Overload. So, we're gonna start the match here. And Ixon, what are your predictions here? I'm a little nervous.
Considering I don't know the map, it's gonna be hard making predictions. However, this is a low mid-speed map. I would have usually seen Ryan in advantage, I guess, but Cirzzo's doing really well right now. Why did I jinx that? He just misread that, like completely.
Oh,
he just completely misread that. Or maybe it lagged. I don't know. But that double, he just didn't swing.
Oh no!
Oh,
not like this.
That is the worst way. Right in the beginning of the map. This is a 4-minute map as well, so you gotta live with that shame for like 4 minutes.
Here's the good thing. So, even though it is unfortunate, and Cirzzo gets to practice the map, and he's going to use that replay. So for him, I would right now focus on every single cut on what, if he's not too acclimated to it, which he probably is since he did pick it. I would start focusing on just getting my mind right. Use these 3 minutes to get mentally back into it, knowing I'm going to use a replay. Ryan holding a very high score. And I think the rule is not only does Cirzzo use a replay, but he has to beat the old score unless the new scorer beats it, correct?
Yes. What is going on with Cirzzo's tracking?
Okay. Yeah, I think Cirzzo's having tracking issues.
Yeah, lots of them. So that's very, very unfortunate. So I think we should let's just focus on Ryan at the moment. We can check out the swings a little bit. Did that work, by the way? I think it worked. Yeah, perfect. So just to kind of explain why Ryan is as good on these stacks and everything. Ryan uses a ton of arm. If you look at the swings from where the hilt moves completely out of the picture on almost every swing, going almost like at the top of it, right? And you can also see like on outer lane, especially on stacks, that he moves his entire saber to the right. And that is something that seems simple to do, but it's really difficult because you still have to kind of point your saber forward. So you have to angle your sabers in 2 different dimensions at the same time while moving your arm out. Getting that right takes a lot of practice. And once you have that, you can get consistent as hell on these decks. And that is very, very important on this map.
And he's holding a 98-2-4. The other thing, while actually seeing him in person playing, the one thing also that really separates himself is his hand position. His hand position is always in the right place for the next notes and resets, and he actually has fantastic hand position setting up for the next. Look at all these double stacks. He's 14, 15, all of them, just because they hand position and the swing. And you said it yourself. He is swinging a lot of arm, and it's showing, and that's the reason why his accuracy is so high.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. It's also it's not even easy using that much arm. I tried it. It's very hard keeping the focus up to actually follow through with your entire arm and not stopping halfway through. It's not easy to do.
I think chat needs to know it's so hard for me to compliment Ryan while watching him play because I love taking digs at him. For me, I'm trying to look at an area where I could take a dig at him right here, but he is just, he's just balling out. He's playing unbelievably well, and his accuracy is just top notch.
And he PB'd.
And of course he PB'd. Of course he PB'd. Of course he did.
That was all just tracking. I'm not sure what happened in the beginning. I feel like the tracking issues maybe luckily happened right then because the match was already decided at that point. But yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen again.
And here we go. We have a replay going on, but from Cirzzo, Ryan up 2-1 currently, and he has a 98-19 score from the first part of the map. So interested to see what Cirzzo can do here. And Cirzzo holding a very high score so far, but Ryan again, beginning of the map, holding a 98-5, 98-6.
Yeah, Cirzzo dropped a lot here. Not really sure what happened. I guess this consistency just went down when the map picked up a little bit.
I think I'm going to go back to what you said before. The outside stacks, the reason why he went down are the double stacks. And that's where Ryan specializes in. I mean, he claims that he's the best in stacks, and he's good. But I saw the score go down as soon as it went to outside stacks.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Ryan is very consistent on there, and you can see Cirzzo dropped almost an entire percentage once those started out. And like looking at why, you can kind of see Cirzzo's not moving his hands out as much, and kind of takes a lot of these stacks diagonally. It's also something that a lot of players do. I'm at fault of doing that myself. It's like not easy getting in the habit not doing that. But going diagonally for outer lane stacks that are not diagonal is not gonna work out. You're just gonna hit like a 103 and your accuracy is just gonna drop.
Yeah, and this goes back to what you were saying before about the use of arms. A lot of top level players are going to play more risk because they're usually playing a little more speed. But on accuracy, you have to be able to use that wingspan to get out slightly, or obviously adjust the player height just to make sure that you can actually get out there. But I mean, if we're looking at it right now, Ryan's literally holding the same exact score as he did on the first time. He's holding a 98-2. Cirzzo's at a 97-6. And again, it's not a bad score. It's just like this is a double stacked map, a lot of doubles everywhere, and it's where Ryan's really specializes at.
Yes, definitely. And the thing, what you just said, going for wrist on speed and stuff, you still need to position your wrist in the right way, though. And this is something that separates like super good speed players from the best. If you watch someone like Garage or Serid play, they use a lot of wrist, but their wrist moves around a lot during the map. And so, positioning, like movement is still, it stays important. That's not something you can just kind of forget, because else you will never be able to get super high, or rather like top scores on speed map. But on accuracy is just more important, and low mid speed as well, as we can see right here. And Cirzzo definitely doing like way better than last time. Holding pretty, like the right hand is holding actually pretty good act. Like 112.8 on this map is really, really good. I think that might be like flat out like a 98%.
That's exactly what it's going to be coming out to. And it's sad because that's a very high score. It's just Ryan is basically holding, a 113 on each, 113. For points wise, he's at 98-2, and he's got a point 75 point 65 lead, and he's gonna take the map. So I think that's gonna be it for this session. But it's nothing against Cirzzo. Cirzo's a fantastic. I'm in a lot of his streams. I watch him play. He's a fantastic player.